Hello! Here we are. Alright, today I'm going to play Apiary, Space Bees. Basic plot is bees have evolved and they are travelling the stars, looking for a new world, I think. Anyway, you'll get it as we go. And I probably should have put that. That's fine, that's fine. Alright, let's look at the board. Cool. Oh, why is that? Why did that not work? It's frozen. Oh crap, that's not good. Oh, there we are. We're back. OBS froze on me. Alright, hang on, let's just, that worked. That's working. Cool. Alright. So, this is the board. And we'll look at it bit by bit. Boom. Alright, so this is the Explorer. I should explain first. Worker placement is basically what it is. Okay, so this is the Explorer action. This is the main way to get resources. You say I put a 1 there. Actually no, let's say I put a 2 there. I can move the mothership, the queen ship, 2 spaces. I'll get whatever this is. In this case, one of the 3 basic resources, and then I'll flip a planet, which will be, say, that. And then this one lets me choose what resources I get from it. Oh, you can't see that. There we go. This one lets me choose what resources I get from it. For example, I'll show that off as we... Oh, I thought that was dirt. Show that off as we go. Alright. Actually, maybe I should show you my stuff first. So this is my player board. I started off as I'm playing the llama because they're one of the most basic ones. I wanted to keep it simple. This is my docking mat. This is the AI's docking mat, the Automa. So I start with 2 level 2 workers. Sorry, 1 level 2 worker and 2 level 2 workers, which it tells me here. And I start with 1 fiber and 1 water. These are the spaces I can build into. When I build onto it, I'll get whatever bonus I cover up. And it is possible to get more spaces to build onto. That's basically it for that. So we'll go back to the board. Where was I? I was on Explore. We'll show the whole board there. Next action is Advance. So this is buildings I can build. Wait, is that working? Yes. So there are farms that give you income when you take your workers back from the board, and they give you more storage space. So for instance, this one, the income is 2 points and one movement on the queen track, which is at the bottom of the board. Lets me store a fiber or a pollen, and it will cost me a fiber and 2 water. And at the end of the game, it's going to be worth 1 point. Recruits give you ongoing abilities. They're usually, when you do something, you'll get something. For example, let me read that, the astronomer. Oh, yeah, so whenever you build a farm next to the how do you say that? Agronomist. Whenever I build a farm next to that, I'll get a point. And and they cost pollen. And the developments cost wax, and they are benefits that you get when you play it. Yep, that's basic. Oh, and so you put your worker here. You'll add up the 2 numbers, and if it's 2 or more, you can buy from this column. If it's 3 or more, you can buy from this column or this column. If it's 5 or more, you can buy from anywhere. Right, grow. This is the main way to get workers back, because they will expire and go into hibernation. This is how you get them back, which costs you a pollen to get a 1 worker, and 2 of any basic resource, which is pollen, fiber and water, which will get you a frame, which is where's my stuff? There, which is these. They'll let you choose one of these 2, which is more building spaces, more places to put buildings. Alright, where were we? That was grow. Boom. Cool. And then research. Oh, it's frozen again. Okay. Why is this going so slow? That was grow. Okay, research. This is the cards. you put a 1, you can draw 1 card. If you put a, you can't actually see that, it tells you here. If you draw a, if you put a 3, you can draw 3 cards and keep 1. And every space, which I didn't tell you, if you put a 4, then you get some kind of bonus as well. In this case, you can plant 1, which means if I go to, if I've done this properly, there we go. We'll have a look at one of these cards, which is, I think that's readable. Every card you can discard for a basic resource. You can always discard it for whatever the top is, or if you plant it, you get this endgame scoring. In this case, 2 points per worker that you've hibernated. I'll explain that later. And what's it say? Oh, that's another way to get workers back once you've used them. Alright, so I'll show you another example of a card. Boom. Alright, so this one would be switch the position of any 2 workers on the board. Okay, so that would be good if you say there's already a 3 out there and you need a 3 to get to make something a 5 because you're placing a 2. You could use that to get up to 5. And then the endgame scoring is per field frame. So for each of these, where are they? Boom. For each of these that you place, if you fill it, you'll get an extra 4 points. You get 8 points just for doing it anyway, and that would get you an extra 4. Alright, where were we? We were on research. Alright, next is carve. This is another building type. You have to put a 4 to buy one. They cost honey, and they are in-game scoring. So for example, 7 points if you've taught a dance, or which I'll explain dance in a minute. 4 points per adjacent farm. So if you build this and you build farms all around it, that could be what? 4 times 6. That could be 24 points right there if you are able to do that. I did make a close-up of this. I don't know how readable that is though. That might be not worth doing. Anyway, convert. So this is converting resources into other resources. You get 1 convert per worker value. So if you put a 3, you get 3 trades. You can trade a card for another card. You can trade a basic resource for another basic resource. You can trade a fiber and a pollen for a wax, or you can trade 2 pollens and a water for a honey. That's the main way to get honey, and the main way to get wax. And then also, if you put 4 there, you can teach one of these dances, which gives you another trade. For example, this one would be 2 spaces on the queen track, go down, and you get whatever you put there. So you could put a wax there. That could be another way to get wax, for example. And then you can only build 1, and when an opponent uses it, you get whatever it is. So say I built that and I put my cube on it. Whenever an opponent does this trade, I would get a move on the queen track, or this one I would get a point. And that is all of the actions. Last thing is hibernation. So you can ignore that, that's for 3-player only. So looking at these, when you take your workers back, all the 4s will be hibernated into here. So you lose the worker, you put a hibernation token onto one of these, and you get whatever it is. And then at the end of the game ends when all these are full, or if someone puts down all 7 of their hibernation tokens. Usually, at least against the Automa, these will fill up. I've never seen it any other way. But at the end of the game, whoever's got the majority in each section will get the points here, and whoever's got the second here gets the points there. And that is it. That is all the rules. So let's get started. Alright, so the Automa goes first. I've got, look down here, I start with 1 point, Automa starts with 0 points, Automa goes first. So to do that, where are we? I need to lower that screen because I made too many windows with all zooming and stuff. Oh, that's better. Alright, if I put that up there, don't need that, don't need that. There we go. Okay, so this is the ornament deck. So I'll just flip one over. So this is saying, can you see that? Probably not. Come on, why is this going so slow? Alright, so this is saying, we're looking at the color of the top of the deck, which is yellow, because he's got yellow workers and grey workers. If he's got 0 or 1 yellow worker, in this case, he will retrieve them all and get 2 points. He's still got all his workers, so no. If he's got a 4 value 4 worker of that, colour, which he doesn't have, he would buy a carving, otherwise he's going to advance. So he's going to spend his most valuable worker, which is going to be his 2. If you look at, boom, he's got a 2 and a 1 in yellow, so he'll spend his 2. He's going to put it onto advance, boom. And he ignores the yellow worker that would be here. He just looks at the 2. Looking back at his card, they're saying he buys a farm and a recruit. So he, what are we doing? Advancing. Yes. So he's buying this and this. They just go to his collection, which I'll put over there. And then this is only with the Automa. He will get rid of those as well, and they just go out of the game. Everything slides along, and that's his turn. And I will show you how that works for me when I do it. Alright, so now I've got a 2 and 2 1s, so I probably want to spend the 2 first. I'm thinking, because I've got, what's my stuff? I've got a fibre and a water, so I could buy a farm. That might be what I do, but I'm thinking instead I'll go to, yeah, I could buy one of these farms. I'm thinking instead I'll go to here and explore. So I'm going to explore for 2. So let's look at that. Boom. Alright. So I can move this 2 spaces, so I can go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, or just 1, 1. Why is that closing? Sorry. Don't know what my phone is doing. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so what do I want? I don't want to go there. I don't want to make my workers this one. Can you see that? Yes, that would make my worker less powerful, which there are reasons you would want to do that, but I don't want to do it now. I could get 2 points, I could get a pollen, I could get any basic resource. So, I think I'm going to grab the pollen. I'll just go 1, 2, grab the pollen. So that goes, I'm just going to store that there. So you can see, you can see that they can store a pollen or a fiber. Doing that. That just goes to there. And then back at the explore board, I draw a tile of the planet Orail, or Orali maybe. That produces a fiber and 2 of whatever I want. So I'm going to say it produces water. And say it produces a fiber and 2 waters. So my stuff. Boom. I get a fiber and 2 waters. So now my storage is full. Oh well, it's full of basic resources. I've still got the spots for the wax and honey. Sorry, trying not to put shadows and things. And back to explore. Where is that? That's here, right. Yeah, so when you explore, you can't end up back where you started, and you can never go to this spot again. So say in the future, I was here, or the ornament was there, and he moves to there, we move to there, we'll get this stuff. So you could choose to go to that planet because you want that stuff. Alright, so that's my turn, I think. Yes, that is it. So, going back to the AI. Sorry. And I don't know why I'm apologizing to myself. Right, so draw another card. Look at that one. Alright, so I'm looking at, because the top of the deck is grey. I'm looking at his grey workers. He's got a 2 and 2 1s. Oh, by the way, I'm playing on the easiest setting because sometimes I beat it on the second. There's come back to with me. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels. I don't know why I struggled to count there. Standard is level 2, and then there's up to 6 if you want to make it even harder. I usually lose by maybe between 5 and 10 points on level 2. I have beat it, so I've decided to play on level 1 to make it a bit easier, so I have a chance of winning and I'll look better out of there. But yeah, that's what I'm doing, and that is the difficulty is just which workers he starts with, and when they come back, will they be a 2 or a 3? And then on 5 and 6, you get more points for, or he gets more points for certain things. Alright, so back to what I was talking about. He has a 2 and a 2 1s for grey. He doesn't have 0 or 1 left, so you're not doing that. He doesn't have any 4s, so he's not doing that. So he's going to research. And for him, that is just put it down, get some points. That's it. So he's going to go to research. He's going to put down a 2. And then he just gets 2 points. That's it. He will, yeah, a lot of his stuff is just gets points and it balances out by the end. He ends up way ahead during the game, but then in in-game scoring you catch up. Alright, so it's my turn. I've got a 1 and a 1. But I got a lot of resources. So what do I want to do with them is the question. I've only got one fiber, so I can't buy any of these because they're worth 2, 3, and I don't have the worker to get to make it a 5. That's a 2. Let's zoom in on that. That's a 2. Oh, hang on. Must have moved something. Hang on, I'm gonna quickly move me up. Wait, why did that not work? There. Move me up a bit so that you can see. Try to get so you can see most of this. Oh, actually, I'll put me down there. That will do. Yeah, so now you can see it all. Alright. If I lost that. Cool. Alright. Sorry. Alright. What was I doing? Right, so if I put a worker here, I'll slide him down and I'll put my worker there. That makes that 3. 1 and 2. So I can only buy from this column. So I don't have enough workers to get to this, and I don't have enough fiber to buy these. So I'm not going to buy one of those. But I could buy a farm. I could buy either of these. I've got the stuff for that. And I can't buy a development because I don't have any wax yet. So I probably will buy one of these. Yeah, so I will do that. So do I want a wax or do I want a... They are exactly the same, it's just the income. Do I want it to give me pollen or do I want it to give me fiber? Probably I'll take the pollen one, which costs me a fiber. like that. Then that slides down, that gets replaced. And then look at my board. Alright, so that cost me a fibre. Get rid of that. And I can put this anywhere adjacent to what I've already built. And I'll get whatever I cover up. So I will put that there, which will get me the fibre. Sorry, the pollen. Because now I've got 2 pollen, which will let me buy one of the recruits. Which maybe I won't do, but... Or I could trade it for a honey as well. That's another option. Let's come back to the board. Yeah, so I could either... I'm going to have to buy this now. Or I could trade it for the honey, which will let me buy a carving. So I might do that, I don't know. So, coming back to his stuff. Can you read that? I don't know how well you can read that. So I will zoom in. Maybe I should get the background as the... whatever. Alright, so on the other card it is a grey, so looking at his grey workers. He's got 2 of them. Yeah, I should have done that, too late. I'm not fixing that now. Right, so we can ignore that. He doesn't have any forwards, so ignore that. He's going to convert. So he's going to go to convert, which is over here. Boom. And he just gets a point for that. That's it. So he just got a point from 2 to 1. Right, my turn. I've got a one worker. What do I want to do with it? That's only worth, what does that do? It's got a point in all the, I have to build some developments first, otherwise that doesn't get me anything. And that one gets me 7 points if I teach a dance, which, yeah, I could do that. But I'm thinking I'll get more honey and I'll take another one of those. I don't know which one yet, but what I will do is I will go to research. Boom. Okay, so I'm bumping him out. So his 2 becomes a 3 and that just goes back to his board. It's a little bit different with players. Red, hey, how are you? Good morning, is it morning there? It is, what is it here? It is nearly 8 PM here, but good morning. What was I doing? Yes, a little bit different with players. I'll explain that when it happens to me. So I'll put a 1 there so I can draw 1 card and that just goes to my hand. I will show you what I got. Where is the card? Oh, there. Alright, so I can trade it for a resource, as always. From the other side of the world, yeah. That's the internet for you. You know, people are everywhere. I can trade that for 2 on the queen track, which I'll explain in a second, because I haven't done that yet. Or I get 2 points for every, what is that? That's advancements? For every development I've got. So we put a lot of developments that would be worth planting, but we'll find out. So what I haven't explained yet is the queen's track. That is here. It's worth points at the end of the game if you can get it. You know, you can get 25 points if you can get it all the way to the end. How am I doing good, sir? I'm good. I actually had this set up early this morning after Dimple's stream. I was setting up, trying to get it ready, and then I didn't get it ready in time. And then I started watching, I forgot the name, but the person that she raided into. I watched that for like an hour. Went to bed, had a nap, left the setup, and I spent most of the day going, should I get up and do a stream, play Apiary? I've got a half set up, should I do it? And then eventually at like, what is it, 7 o'clock, I was like, yeah, okay, I'll do it now. So, I'm kind of tired, but I'm not so tired that I can't do it. Otherwise, short answer, I'm good. How are you? What was I doing? Oh yes, and the other way, there's a few ways to advance this, but the main way is if you get a resource that you can't store because your storage is full, then then it goes up 1. Alright, that was my turn. So we are on to his turn. Yeah! Alright, have you played Apiary? I'm alright. I'm asking for 07? What's 07? Oh, thank you for asking. Maybe that's meant to be a question. No. I'm alright, thank you for asking. What is the 07? Is that a typo? Is that something I don't understand? Why is that not coming up? I wonder if that's actually... This is supposed to be live chat on my phone here, but it's not. I don't know why. There's no point in even having it. What if I do testing? Will that work? Oh, it's a salute, like. That makes sense. Okay, that's... My phone's not working as well as it should, as I would like. Whatever, I'll leave that. Cool. What was I doing? I don't remember. Oh, it's his turn. So... Yes, exactly. Have you, tomorrow is Sunday, you can sleep longer maybe. No, tomorrow's Monday, it is Sunday night. I'm in the future. That's right, I got most of tomorrow off, it's fine. No, hang on, no, tomorrow is Sunday. I don't know what I'm talking about, it's Saturday. Yes, I will sleep tomorrow. Excited to be awake on Monday. I don't know what day it is. Anyway, yeah. Good catch. I'm wrong. What was I doing? His turn. Alright, so he's got a 3 and a 1 in grey. So he's got more than one of them, so he's not retrieving. He doesn't have a 4, so he's not carving, so he's going to explore. Alright, so he puts the explore. Where's explore? Oh, why is this going? Frozen again. There it is. It froze. Alright. Alright, so my one slides over. He gets there. Now, if this is a player, they have a total of 5, so they can move 5 spaces. He works a bit differently. He looks at card. Boom. He looks at the top of the other card. So looking at this arrow, so he's going to go left, up, right, up, left, etc. And he's going to do that just looking at his own number, 3. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3. So he takes that. That is worth some points to him. He explores a planet. And then looking at the top of the other card, he that's the water, so he's gonna make that produce water. So that's kind of a crappy planet because it produces 1 water, but it's there. Alright. That's it, that's his turn. My turn. So I have no workers left. Looking at my stuff, boom. I've got no workers left, they're all on the board. So I'm going to bring them all back. 1, 2, where's the other one gone? 3. I'm going to upgrade them all. So I've now got a 2, a 2, and a... Yeah, that can't be right. 2, 2, and a 3. And then for every worker I just brought back, I can produce one of my farms will get its income. I've only got the 1. So I get a pollen, which I can store there. Cool. And that's my turn. Getting my stuff back. And eventually he will do that as well. Alright, so he draws a card. Oh, I should actually show you that. he can... No. He's saying if he's got no grey workers, which he does have, he's got one left. He doesn't have 4, so he's going to grow. So he's just going to go grow, which gets him 1 point. Cool. Alright, what do I want to do? I've got a 3 and 2 2s. And I've got a lot of resources, so I could do some trading, some converting, which I might do. I'm thinking I might do that. What do I need to get? Yes, I'm going to go convert. I'm going to bump him out. So that 1 becomes a 2. That goes back to his board. So I've got 2 conversions I can make. I will I'm going to discard my card for anything. And I'll take a pollen. And then, where's convert? So get a close up of that. Boom. Right, I've got 2 trades. So I've got 4 pollen and 2 water up my board. That gets me 2 honey. Boom, which I do have storage for. Good. And then next, oh actually no, not next turn, but later I will have enough. I've got 2 honey, so I can buy one of these carvings. I don't know which one yet, but I'll look at them when they show up, when I do it. I can't do it yet because I don't have a 4, but I will at some point, that's fine. Alright, his turn. Let's go to stuff. Alright, so, alright, he's going to bring his workers back because we're looking at yellows. If he's got 0 or 1 yellow worker left, which he does have, he will bring them back and get 2 points. So he gets 2 points. And where is his worker? It's a 2, it becomes a 3. That's it. Alright, my turn. So I've got a 3 and a 2. What do I want to do with that? I might buy a farm. Yes, I'm going to spend my 2. To go there. Alright, so is it a space board game? Yes, it is bees in space. They've evolved. So the story is that humanity's died or left the planet, who knows. Millions of years later, bees have evolved and they're the dominant species, and now they're in space, you know, exploring. Alright, what's I doing? Advance. Boom. So, short answer, yes. I'm exploring, but we're not humans. So I've got a 2 plus the 1, that's 3, which will let me build either of these 2 columns. And I want this. So I'll spend the water. Where's this somewhere? And that slides down. And I want that because it'll get me more. Hang on, my stuff. Nice. Yep. It will get me more storage for honey. I don't want to go there. That'll get me 2 converts. Do I want water? Anything or a pollen? Those are kind of my options right now. I think I'll go there and get a pollen. So that's a fiber, not a pollen. But I think I'll go there and get a pollen. So that's anything. I'll put that there. And I'm going to store these over here. Because then I can put wax on these 2. Because these 2 don't take wax, only honey. Alright, that is my turn. Yep, cool. So, back to, you know what he's doing. Alright, what do we got? He he's looking at greys. He's got 1 grey left. Yep, so he is going to retrieve them and get 2 points. He's got a 1 that becomes a 2. And where's the other one? That 3 becomes a 4. Alright, so he's got a 4, so he's going to hibernate fairly soon. But that's his turn. Alright, I've got a 3. What do I want to do with that? So I'm thinking maybe research. I get 3 cards and keep 1. Maybe grow, actually. No, I don't have the resources to do what I want to do. What I want to do is, when I grow, I want to spend a pollen to get a worker, and spend 2 resources to get a frame, but I don't have that at the moment. I've got a pollen and a fiber. So I won't do that now. Maybe I'll explore. Okay, I don't want to do that. I can't do that. I don't want to do... I might do that. I don't want to do that yet. I want to get resources first. So maybe I'll explore. Or I could buy a farm. That's another option. No, I don't have any water, so I can't buy farms. Yeah, I can't do that. No, I could actually. I could buy the nurse. What does that do? Every time I grow, I get I get a new ship for free. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. All right, so I'll take my 3, put it there. That is up to 5, 3 and 2. So I can buy from this column. It costs me a pollen, which I've got. Buying a recruit. And where's my stuff? Boom. Right. Where do I want to put it? I'll get a water, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I'll do a water because then I can buy a farm later. Boom. Alright, that's my turn. So, he flips his card over. Okay, he's got all his workers, there's nothing there. He's going to research. So he takes his most valuable, which is the 4, and he's going to get 6 points for it. He's going to put that on research and get 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So he did that here. Now, I wanted to grow, but I've only got a 2 now. That's a problem. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay. So I'm going to go to grow. So let's look at grow, because I haven't done that yet. Alright, so if I spend a 4, I can upgrade my faction tile, which will get me... What is my faction? Oh, so at the moment I'm getting... At the end game, I'll get 1 point per tile I've built. And if I upgrade it, it will be... Let's have a look. Oh, it'll be the same, but when I upgrade it, I can build something for free. But I don't know what I'm going to get. So I'm not going to... I can't do that now anyway, but if I put a 4 there, I'll be able to do that. Alright, so I'm going to spend 2 resources, which I've got, to take a frame. So I can take one of these 2. I don't know which one. Yes, I do. Oh, this one, because that'll give me more resources when I build on it. I will put it there. So that's just more spaces I can build on. And coming back to grow. And normally I would be able to get a new worker for the... Yeah, you've got 4. And I started with 3, so there is 1 left. 1 still in the supply that I haven't used yet. Normally I'd be able to spend a pollen to get that worker. But because I've built, where is it? The nurse, when I grow, I can get that for free. So I just take that. Which is good because I don't have the pollen to actually pay for it normally. So I've got that now. Alright, that is my turn. Wait, hang on. Wait, that's his worker. I put his worker there instead of mine. Oh, which means I couldn't... No, hang on. I did something wrong. What did I do? I've got those two there, that's it there. Oh, I didn't have any workers. Alright, then I won't do that then. Put that back. I don't have that. So I don't have any workers, which means I need to recall them. Alright, so I'll take them all off the board. So I've now got a 3, a 3, and a 4. And I can do 2 incomes, so I get a point for that one. And I get a pollen for that one. Oh, and I've still got that water and pollen I spent that I shouldn't have. No, hang on. Yeah. I spent those I shouldn't have because I didn't have any workers to put out. Alright. All good. And, what does he want to do? He's still got workers, so he can't do that. He's going to advance. Okay, so. Why does it freeze? Why is it freezing? Come on. And we're back, I think. Yes. Why does it keep freezing? I don't know. Alright, so he was going to advance. Yes, there. It's a 2, which means he gets these 2. So they go to his pile. These ones are out of the game. So if I wanted them, too bad. And cool, that's his turn. My turn. I actually have a 4 now. So do I want one of these is the question. Let's look at what's available. Bit grainy, but I think you can read it. Alright, so I've only got 2 honey, so I can't buy this one. So adjacent farm. That's actually, that would be good if I bought a lot of farms. Maybe I should save up for that. 2 per farm. So these 2 work well together. 7 if I buy dance. I don't know if I will. I might. 3 per hibernated worker. That's good because I'm going to get probably at least 4 of them. 3 per planted card. Maybe. Per adjacent development. Yeah, okay, I'm not going to buy that one. I know that. I'm not going to buy that. I think I'm going to go for that, the memorial. Because I know that's definitely going to score. Yeah, okay, so. Put my 4 worker there, has to be a 4. And I take that. And they don't get replaced. So, come over to my board. Alright, I will put it. Well, spending 2 honey. And I'll take the fiber now. So I need to start thinking now about only buying stuff when I have stuff to convert, because that's the powers I'm going to get when I start building over there. Alright. That's it. Cool. His turn. Alright. He's looking at his grey workers. He's only got 1 of them, so he is going to recall them. So, alright. Recalls them. Boom. So this 2 becomes a 3. Goes back to his wood. This 4 is going to hibernate. So for him, he gets it back as a 2 straight away. I need to actually buy them back, but and then he's going to hibernate. So coming over to the hibernation board. Every time I go back to the main board, it freezes. Wonder why that is. Alright, let's go back to the main board. Boom. Alright, so yeah. Down here. Alright, so he takes one of his hibernation neighbors. Now he will try and get majority in something he can get a majority in. So currently they're both empty, so he'll do that. This is worth 7 points, so he's going to go for this one rather than the 3. And he's going to take the leftmost space. So that would be good, because if I got there first, I would have got that honey, but he covered it up. So that's it. His turn is done. I will... I've got 2 3s. What do I want to do with them? I might go look at the cards. Boom. Research. 1, 2, 3. I get to keep one of these. Alright, let's look at what they are. Boom. No, that's the wrong one. That's the one. Alright, so this one is just, if I plant it, it's just 5 points. Recollect from one of the explore tokens. So the explore tokens I got when I went exploring, I can get that again. The one I've got is a pollen. So nah, I don't care about it for this, but I do care about it for this. What else we got? Alright, oh this is, okay. Do a convert at the same rate as normal, but it doesn't take a worker. Good to do 1 convert, that's pretty good. End game. So if I plant this, if this is my only planted card, it's worth 7 points. Okay, so if I plant that and then never do any more, which is very possible, I get that. And the worker you place this turn acts as if it has 2 extra strength, and it can be a 5 or more. So I put down a, say a 4, it would act as if it's a 6. That's pretty good. Or if I plant it, if your hive mat is full, and at the moment I've only got 3 spots left, so there's a good chance I'm going to get that. But if I'm going to take it for the planting ability, I might as well just take that, because that's 5 points with no condition. So why would I take that? If I'm going to take it for this, and of course I can change my mind as I go, but if I take it for this, that's pretty good. I might go for that. Alright, I'm going to get rid of this one, because I think that's the least valuable one for me at the moment. Which one of these do I want? I don't know. Convert once, or... Okay, I'm going to take this one, because that'll give me a really powerful worker later. Or just 5 points, depending on how I choose to use it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Alright, so that was my research action. I drew 3 and I kept 1. His turn. Cool. And let's see, we're looking at yellows. He's got them both. So he's not doing that. He doesn't have a yellow 4, so he's not doing that. He's going to advance with a 3. Alright, so... he's going to advance with a 3. So with a 3, according to the card, he will take one of these and one of these. And these are worth a few more points to him. So at the end of the game... oh, and then these are gone. Same as before. At the end of the game, they're worth 1 point, they're worth 2 points, they're worth 3 points. To him. And then carving's worth 7, which he will end up buying a few of those. That's it. Alright, I have got a 3. What do I want to do with a 3? I could research again, which will bump out the 3, make that a 4. I can't bump that out. I could come here, no, I don't want to do that. Yeah, I like that. I'm going to bump that out. That comes back to my board as a 4. Okay, now I've got a choice here. So I can put it down here in my landing area as a 3, and then nothing happens. Then when I do collect, then it will return to my active pool and activate and upgrade and activate farms. Or I can just upgrade it now. And it will upgrade the farm. I think, oh wait. Now I've confused myself. Does it activate a farm if I do that? I need to double check. So, let's look at the many rulebooks, which is not as confusing as it seems. Alright, the main rulebook. Worker bumping is what I'm looking for. Worker bumping, here we go. Place it into your active pool. This option, place that. Right, yes, no, it doesn't activate a farm. That makes sense. So, coming back here. So I can put it here and get the 4, which means I get to use it right away. Or I can put it here, save it for later, and activate the farm later. But I've only got 2 farms anyway. I'm going to recall, when I do recall, I'm going to recall more than 2. So yeah, I want to bump it there and keep it for later. But going back to, I'll put a 3 here, so I'm going to draw 3 and keep 1. Alright, let's look at what I got. Alright, so pay 3 wax to gain a development, which means getting into development or a building of any type, but getting a development without having to spend a worker. That's actually the same thing. Pay 3 pollen to get a recruit without spending a worker. And they all cost 1, 2, or 3, so you can take anything you want of the available ones. Or I've got take a face-up building of any type of the advanced types and add it to your reserve, and then only I can build it. Okay, so if there's something I really want and I'm worried the other players are going to take it, I can do that. Or for the end games. Okay, this is another, if it's your only one, it's worth 7 points. Per active, so per worker you've got at the end of the game, generally that's low for me. Potential 8 points, but probably 2 or 4. And, oh, these are the same. So what do I want? I want a I don't have storage for 3 wax at the moment, so I'll need to work on that first before I took that one. I'm gonna take that. So it'll allow me to get a recruit later. For 3 pollen. I'm probably not going to use it for this though, so I'll probably use it for the top ability. Alright, that is my turn. So, right. He's looking at yellows, he's got 1 yellow left, but he only retrieves if he's got none left. He doesn't have yellow 4, so he's going to grow, which just gets him, boom. That's spend his yellow worker to grow, which just gets him 1 point. Alright, my turn. I have a 4. What do I want to do with that? If I put it here, it's a bit of gamble that I will get to use this special 4 bonus power. If I put it here, I get 3 points. And I'll have 7, which effectively means I can build anything. Do I have... Oh, yeah, I can build a farm. That's not... If I do build a farm, I would want to build that, which I can build. No, I can't, because I don't build second water. Do I want to convert and do a dance, maybe? Yeah, I think I do. I think that's what I'll do. I want to go there. Boom. So the first thing I do is I build one of these dances, which is an extra trade option for me, for all players, but since I'm the only player, he will never use it. The Automa will never use it. But against the Automa, that is the tiebreaker. So if we happen to end up on the same score, if I build a dance, then I will break that tie. And it means I can build this to 7 points. So which one do I want? I haven't got any of these yet, so I'm probably going to go for the dance of fiber and something for something. Yeah. Boom. Alright, so I can now, let's look at these. I'm going to make it a fiber and a water. Into a honey, maybe? Yeah, because I want to build a few of these. So, let's zoom in on that. Boom. Alright, so now I've got the option of turning a fiber and water into a honey when I trade. And I'm doing 4 trades right now. Not trade, conversions, whatever, same. That's a synonym, that's fine. Alright. Why does this keep turning off? Stupid phone. I was frozen again. No, it doesn't. No, that's fine. Huh. Okay, why is my phone not showing anything? That's not good. Hang on, let me just double check that. Screen. Oh, no, okay, it appears to be working. Just my phone is acting up. Cool, alright. Let me, hang on, boom, boom, let's close that, go to Twitch. Oh, and it's back. Okay, my phone was acting weird, that's fine. Boom. Cool, alright. I don't know what happened there, but whatever, that's fine. Sorry, how do we get this full screen again? There we go. Alright, what was I doing? I was researching. No, I wasn't. I was converting. Right, I made the dance. Now I'm going to do some conversions. That's right, so I can convert. I'll do that convert now. That gets me a honey. Let's see. I've got a pollen and a fiber. That gets me a wax. Boom. And now I'm out of resources, so I can't do any more. But I could spend cards to get some resources, or I'll play them, or playing them won't get me anything, or trade a card for another card, but I like the ones I've got. So I'm not gonna do that. So maybe I'm not gonna do anything else. That will do. Let's go back to the full board. That will do. Show my, you can see that in a second. Yeah, I think that's it. We're done. Alright, so alright, so you can see I've got a honey and a wax now. But it is his turn. Boom. Alright, looking at yellows. He's got no yellows, so he's going to bring them back. So it means the 1 becomes a 2, 3 becomes a 4, and he gets 2 points. My turn. Let's see. I've got no workers, so I need to bring my workers back as well. So, oh, that's not. I mean, it's not. I may have a problem, but I'll show you it when we get there. Oh no, I'm fine. It's okay. Boom, boom. All right, so get my workers back. Let's show you my stuff. Right, so 3 becomes a 4. I can activate one of my farms. So I get a point or a pollen. I'll take the pollen because I'm going to need to buy more ships. And then these two, the 4s, they hibernate. So looking at hibernation. 1, 2. I will. I'm going to go there and get a pollen. And I think someone's outside, but that's fine. I will go there, get another pollen. And that makes me get rid of all of the recruits. Yeah. Alright, so all of these are gone. Cool. That's it. So now looking at I've got a 4, but luckily I've got a lot of pollen, so I'm going to use my next turn to grow to get all my workers back. They'll come back as 1s, but I'll have them. Alright, so I've done that, and what's the other thing? His turn. Alright, there's only 1 card left, so he's going to shuffle his deck. Actually, come back to that thought in a second. Alright. Alright, so he has all his workers, so he's not going to do that. Can he carve with a yellow? Yes, he can. He's got a yellow 4, so he's going to carve. Alright, so going over to the carve board. Put this 4 there. And looking at the top card of the deck. He's starting at the top, going down. So he's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are the order that he wants them. And the card he's. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there's the arrow. And it says card 1. So the first one in that order. It's what he wants. He wants that. That was the 7 points if you teach a dance, so I'm never going to get that now. That would have been nice to have. Oh. And that's his turn. Cool. So looking at, I've got a 4, so I can get all my workers back. What I was thinking was if I come here, carve, I can, I've only got 1 honey though, so yeah, I could have bought that. But it's gone now. What does this one do? I don't want that one anyway. Alright, well that makes it easy. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go to grow. Okay, if it's a 4, I can upgrade my tile. so let's do that. Upgrade my starting tile. And that lets me take a farm or a recruit from the top of the deck for free. So I don't know what I'm going to get, but I know what type I'm going to get. Is it build? It's build one for free. Yeah, okay. I think I'll take the farm. Right, so I got this one. I will put it on convert 1 because I don't want to convert 2. I don't really want to convert 1. I don't think. Oh, actually no, if I convert 2, but then I won't have the pollen to buy the workers. So that's kind of wasted, but that's fine. Right, so I'm going to spend the 3 pollen, 1 pollen each, to get my workers back. Boom. Right, so looking at grow, and it's frozen again. I wonder if you can hear me when it's frozen. Is it back? It's back, cool. Right, so I've got 3 actions, 3 strength. Sorry, 4. I spent 3 of them to trade a pollen for a worker. And oh no, hang on. Because they grow, I get 1 of them for free. Because of the nurse I've got, I get 1 of them for free. So I've still got another pollen. So that would be 2 actions. The other one's free. So I've still got 2 strength left. So if I did have another strength, I could get another. I could get a frame, which is not actually yeah. So what I might do is trade one of the cards. Which one am I not going to use? Alright, I'll get rid of that one. I'll get rid of that one. Coming over to my stuff. Boom. Right, so I did that to trade it for a basic resource. Doesn't really matter which one. And then the 2 strengths I've got left over, I will trade those for one of these. Oh, this is the one I wanted, and I'm going to put it there again. This time I've actually got it. Cool. That's my turn. So his turn. Looking at his grey workers, he's got them all, so he's not going to retrieve. There's nothing there. He's going to convert. So he takes 3 over to convert, and he just gets 3 points for that. 1, 2, 3. So you can see he's way ahead now. He's on 20. I'm on 2. But I'll get a lot of in-game scoring, so I will catch up. That was his turn. My turn. I've got 3 ones. So there's not a lot I can do with it. Not nothing, but not a lot. I think I'm going to go exploring. Because I need resources from here. So I can go there or there. That's it. Those are my options. I'll go there, which gets me a basic resource. I'll take a... Oh, I could spend this to make it a 3 if I really wanted something else. Say if I really want that. But no, I'll keep this for now. Right, so I did that. I'll get a basic resource for that. I'll take a pollen. I don't really know what I want, so I'll take a pollen. And then I'll take a planet. And that gives me a basic resource, and I get to choose what the other one is. So I'll make it a fiber. And then I'll take a fiber and a water. So I've got a bit of everything. Alright. That was it, I think. Yeah, that's it. Cool. So, come over here, look at what he does. He's gonna go retrieve. Sorry, he's not gonna graze. He's got 2 of them, so he's not gonna retrieve. He doesn't have any 4, so he's not gonna carve. He's gonna explore. So, He pops me over. He's gonna go for 2. His card says he wants to go this way. 4. You put a 2 down, so for 2. So 1, 2. He gets that. And then, come on. There's 2 stuff together there. Oh, okay. This produces 3 of something, and his card says water. So that produces 3 water. Alright, my turn. I've still got 2 1s left. 2 1s. What do I want to do with them? I'm looking at advance. What do I want? Oh, I don't have enough to buy. I don't have the resources to buy these. I had it planned earlier, maybe I could have put that, but that's alright. I think I'm going to explore. Yeah, I'm going to explore. So let's look at that. Get some more resources. So 1, sorry, pumping that out. Put him over. Putting a 1 there. So this 1 becomes a 2, goes back to my board. And I've got 3 to spend, 3 movement. So I can go anywhere, that means. Alright, I'm going to come over here, get the 2-5er. 1, 2, 3. And then drawing the plant. Oh, okay. I can take whatever I want. I will take 2 water. A lot of water producing planets, so kind of need to stop doing that. But that's what I want right now. Alright, so now if I played a 4, or later on I play a 4 and get to here, then I get to do this, which is collect up to 3 income from your farms. That's pretty good. Alright, that's it. That's my turn. His turn. Let's see. Looking at his grey workers, he's got 1, but he doesn't have 0, so ignore that. It's not a 4, so ignore that. So he's going to grow. So, oh, okay, grow. Boom. Oh. Damn, I didn't actually do that very well. I've got a 4 there. Actually, I'm going to fix that, because that is going to bug me. Alright. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to make it invisible. What I meant to do is unlock it, and that lets me do this. Down, Alt. There we go. And up a bit. There we go. So I'm putting it in the spot, and now you can see it. Cool. And then lock it again. Alright, so now, he's growing, right? So, with his 2, yeah, boom, so he gets 2 points. So my 4 is going to hibernate. So, coming over to hibernation. My hibernation tokens. Alright, what do I want? If I take one of these, I'll get a honey, which is good anyway, and I'll have the majority here, so that will be 7 points. Do I really want any of them? No, I don't. So, not a honey, wax. So, I don't like the developments that are available. So, I'm going to put it on this one, which gets me a honey, gets me a wax. And gets rid of these. I don't like any of them anyway. So maybe something I like will show up, hopefully. now it is my turn, because that was his turn. He bumped me. I've got a 2 and a 1. But I reckon now's a good time for a break. So, back in a few minutes.
This hard at a legit job, you wouldn't need to be criminals. My bad. Nothing like a high-speed chase to keep a guy on his toes. realize the irony in me saying this. I hope you've learned not to hit people.
You were just in time.
Brought all the small timers out of the woodwork. The police will take.
Attention units, we've got reports of muggings in the area. Available officers report to Turtle Bay. Over.
Wrong screen. And I'm back. Cool. Alright, let's go back to the board. Actually, looking at that, that is kind of grainy. Why is that? Did it always look like that? Or is it something changed in here? Whatever. Anyway, back to the game. Whose turn was it? It was probably my turn. I've got, looking at my stuff. If that, froze again. There it is, alright. I have to watch this back to see how much it's freezing. Anyway, I've got a bunch of water, bunch of pollen, bunch of fiber and 1 pollen. So, I got enough stuff to buy farms, so I'm probably going to do that. Or no, okay. Looking at the board, I was thinking I'll come over here buy some farms, but I think what I want to do first is come over here, go there, and then get some stuff, get some more stuff, so that I can convert it when I do build it, which you'll see when I do it. Right, so I'm just going to spend the 1 and bump him out. That being 3 goes to his board. And so I've got a 2 to move with. I was thinking that one. Or if I came here, I could make the 2 of a 3, which is not a bad idea. But then I don't know what I'm going to get. But I can probably decide what I'm going to get. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go there. Make the 2, I've got a 3. And draw a planet. Oh, I need 1 thing. But that's right. I'll make it a 5 up. Not as good as if I'd gone over here. But whatever. It turned out okay. Well, I did boost the worker, so turned out okay. It's not really a problem. Alright, so what does he do? He's looking at greys, and he's got 1. He does have 0 or 1, so he's going to bring his greys back. There. Alright, so yeah, that's what. Oh wait, there were 2s. They become 3s. And he gets 2 points for that. Alright, that's his turn. Now I'm going to go over to advance. Why is that not zoom properly? It's freezing again. Oh well, whatever. I'm going to put a 3 there. That is up to 4, so I can buy from this column. Either of these. And I want to build probably this one because it gets me more water. Although that will get me more points during income. No, I think I want space for water. I want that. So, that cost me a pollen, 2 pollen, No, 2 fibers, sorry. 2 fibers and a water. That's over. Boom. Boom. And then coming over to I'll do that in a second. Did I ask me something, Goblin? No, I thought you were gone. No Man's Sky. During the break. So I was playing Spider-Man, you were playing No Man's Sky. No, did I ask you something? No, because I thought you were gone. So cool. No. Alright. No Man's Sky is good though. I should play that more. I should stream that actually. Why not? Give me an excuse to play it. Alright, so I'm building this somewhere. Oh yeah, that's right. I wanted to put it there so I can do 2 conversions. And let's see, a fiber and that gets me a honey because of the dance. And 2 water and a fiber. That gives me another honey. So I've got a lot of honey now, which means oh, can I put it anywhere though? I'm gonna have to get rid of that. Okay, so because I couldn't store something and I got rid of it, that means I go up on the Queen's dance, Queen's track. Sailed the new expedition yesterday. The new expedition, what's that? Is that an expansion for it or half lurking? Cool. That's what I do half the time. What is new expedition? Is that a No Man's Sky thing? I will wait because why not? Maybe I won't wait. Nope. All right. You'll answer me when you're ready. That's fine. What is expedition? That was my question. Right. Alright, so I got a lot of honey, which means I need to start looking at the carvings. Exclusive content, like missions where you start over. Okay, cool. Because No Man's Sky doesn't have missions, you just kind of do whatever you want. So how does that work? Right. Oh, right. See, I definitely want to buy that one because I've got a lot of farms. And if I can place that somewhere, maybe it's worth getting that later. Yeah, I definitely want to buy that as soon as I can. So as soon as I've got a 4, which I don't have at the moment. I will have soon though. Alright, anyway, that was my turn I think, wasn't it? Hang on. That was my turn, I think. I built, and then I did some training, and I was like, yes, it is my turn. Cool. That was my turn. So, each section of the multi-part expedition gives you rewards that you can claim in the normal modes. Okay, I think I know what you mean. Been a while since I played it. I think I know what you mean. Alright. What was I saying? What was I doing? It is the Optimus turn. Alright, draws a card. He's about his greys. He's got all 3s. So he's going to advance for 3. So he takes this and this. For himself, these ones get deleted. For instance, in this one, I'll just finish this off and then I'll read that. This is my first stream where someone's watched it properly and hung around for a while, so thank you for that. For instance, this one is a modular ship. You can then create a modular ship on the normal one. Modular ship, yeah. So for instance, this one is a modular ship. You can then create a modular ship in the middle. Okay. I know you can upgrade ships. Not like the ship you fly around in, but like the... Not Star Destroyer, but you know what I mean? The big ship. You can like build rooms in it. Which I haven't actually done, I don't think. I can't remember. Man, I haven't played it in a while. I'll have a look into it later, because I don't know anything about it. That was his turn, it's my turn. I've got no workers, so I need to retreat. All my workers. Alright, so that's what I just brought back. 1, 2, 3. So I've got a 4 now, that's good. Wait. That one went the wrong way. So I've got a 4 and 2 2s. And I can activate 3 of my incomes, so point, fiver. 1, 2, 3, 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And I'm not activating that one, but that's freighter. That's probably the word I was looking for, yeah. But the small ones you can bring to planets. You can model them with the parts. Oh, that's cool. Those ships are called Corvettes, and you have a huge range of modules to build the ships out of. Okay, that's cool. Again, I need to like look into that because I haven't played that in so long. Cool. What was I doing? I just retrieved. It's his turn. He's got 1. Alright, so he's only got 1 yellow, so he's going to retrieve, which means he's hibernating. So that becomes a 2, and he's going to hibernate. Where's the hibernation board? Yee! The expedition ends in 6 weeks. You have time. Okay, so it's an ongoing. Do you need to pay for it, or is it one of those free, limited time things? Right, he can't get this majority, so he's going to look over here. He takes that one. So I think 3 spots, 3 more hibernations and the game's over. There are people who finish it in 3 hours, and there are guys out there if needed. Okay, 3 hours, that's not much. Although I'm sure that's if you, that is 3 hours if you know what you're doing and you focus on it. Which I do not, and I probably won't. But 3 hours, 6 weeks, it's doable if I really wanted to. That was his turn, wasn't it? Yes. That was my turn. What do I want to do? What do I want to do? I've got a 4. Yes, I said I wanted to do a carving as soon as I can. Spend 2 honey. Just take that one. That is 2 points for every farm I've got. I've already got 4, so that's pretty good. Where am I going to put it? Alright, if I put it there, that will fill out my main ship. So that will be worth 8 points. But I can't do the conversions. So if I put it down here, I'll get a resource. Maybe I can do the conversion the next time I build, and I've probably got time to build at least 1 more thing. I'm more than an hour in and I still haven't completed the first section. Yeah, I know what that's like. Alright, I'm going to put it there and get water. Done. actually, I just realised this is kind of obvious, really, but I'm building my ship here, which is what we're talking about in that game whose name I forgot. The Sky one. Oh, God. It was like 5 minutes ago. Scrolling back. No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky. That's what, yeah. I know what's going on. Yes, I'm customizing my own ship here while we're talking about customizing a ship in No Man's Sky. So that's kind of related. What was I doing? It is my turn, is it? No, that was my turn. I just did that. So it's his turn. Yeah. Alright, so he's looking at... He's not going to do that because he's got more than zero. Jeez, I can count. More than 0 greys, so he's going to advance. He's got 3. Advance, boom. Boom, boom. 6. Actually, by the way, let's see if I can... I do have some chat commands set up if you want to use them. Commands. Like, I think if I can remember what it is. That isn't working. Why is that not working? Or is it working? Maybe I just can't hear it. I should be able to. Maybe I set it up so it can't. Did you hear that? Let's double check what my commands actually are, because it's been a while. Yeah, that should have worked. Why did I not hear it though? I'm gonna figure that out. Didn't hear anything. Huh. Let me see, it's active. Sound. That sound used. I turn up, maybe. Maybe it was too quiet. If I turn it there, there we go. Alright. Let's try that again. Okay, you tried it. I did have it turned down. Maybe it's up. I turned it all the way up, so maybe that worked. Although I didn't hear it when you did it. That is interesting. It's definitely the right command. There it is. I heard that one. So I had it down too low. You should be able to hear it now though, because I heard that one. Anyway, what was I doing? What was I doing? That full screen as well. Although... Okay. I heard it coming from my computer, not from the stream. I wonder why that is. That's worth knowing. Enter. Hidden treats. Stream account. What does that mean? Fans. Huh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to experiment with that some more. What about... I'll make sure I turn it off first. Okay, let's turn it all the way up. Let's see if this one works. Probably not. Probably got the same problem. Did not hear that one. Alright, you're off. See ya. Can't even hear it when maybe I move that file or something. I don't know. Should be that. Okay, don't know what's wrong with that one. That's not working even for me. Audio output device. Ah, maybe that's why. I think I found the problem. Right. Because I was outputting it to me instead of as an overlay. And then center overlay. Does that mean I need to have it as an audio source in OBS, maybe? Leave it in work. Cool, thank you. Let's come back to me while I'm figuring this out. Right, let's try a new audio source. New thing. Lots of microphones available. Not that, maybe media source, audio capture, audio. Oops. You may have heard that. I think you did. It's fixed now. Alright, I think that's something I need to look into later. I'll do some testing later on. For now, it is my turn, I think. My turn. I think it's... Is it? Was that... I can't even remember. Was it my turn or his turn? He advanced. I think it's my turn. So I've got 2 2s. What do I want to do with them is the question. I've got no. If I get a honey, 2 more honeys, I could build that, which would be good. That's going to be at least 8 points. So if I get more honey, that's what I want to do. So to get honey, I need either pollen or a fiber and water. I've got 1 pollen already, so I need more resources is what I need. So not water though. Alright, I'm going to go explore. I've got 2 movement. Unless I trade my card. Which I probably will. Actually, no, I won't. Because I want to plant it later for points. So I've got 2 movement. So, I don't want water. So I'm going to move to... Oh, there. I got 1 of everything. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Come on, where is it? 3. 1. And then looking at what planet I get. I get a fiber. And then 2 of something else. I'll take 2. No, that's that pollen, sorry. I'll make it 2 pollens. 2 fibers. I'm getting the words mixed up. 2 of the green ones. And then if I played a 4 just now, which I didn't, I'd be able to teach a dance and use it twice, which is no good because I've already taught a dance, so that doesn't actually matter. Cool, alright, that's there, cool. Now, back to my stuff. Alright, so, his turn. Alrighty, what do we got? He's looking at his grey workers. He's got more than 0. It's not a 4, so he can't cast, so he's going to convert. So, comes over here and he gets 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Alright, my turn. I've got a 2. I want to do some converting, I guess. Yeah. So, bumping him out. He's 3 becomes a 4. I've got 2 converts to make. I want honey. So I want, what do I have? I've got, yeah, I will, actually. Alright, so I'll do 1 of 2 pollen in the water. To get a honey. And the other one will get me I'll use the dance, a fiber and a water. To get a honey. Which I can store somewhere in there. Cool. Alright, that's that. My turn. No, that was my turn. His turn. My stuff. There we go. Alright. He's looking at his reds. He's got more than 0. Red, yellow. He's got more than 0, so he's not going to do that. He doesn't have a 4, so he's not going to do that. He's going to advance. Alright, so he's going to bump his own worker. And he's got a 2, so he just grabs these 2. And they're gone. My turn. I've got no workers, so I need to bring them all back, which is not great. I mean, it's not bad. It's just, yeah. All right. workers back. 1, 2, 3. Look at my board. Right, that's what I just brought back. So that's 3 workers. Intrigue bumped game. So 3 income tiles. So again, I'll take a fiber. Not a fiber. A pollen and 3 points. And then they become 3s. And that one hibernates. So looking over at the hibernation board. Let's see. If I go there, I get a honey. Not a honey. I get a one of those wax. Which no, I don't care about that really. So when I come over here, I will get. I'll take the 2 points, and I'm working on the majority here. 2 points. Cool. Alrighty. That is my turn. Oh, there we go. His turn. Alright, he has 0 or 1 yellows. So he is going to recall them. So he gets 2 points. And he gets his worker back. Alright, my turn. I will... I've got 2 3s. So looking at the board, what do I want to do? My research. I don't want to convert. Do I want to buy one of these maybe? If I put a 3 down, I can buy any one of them. I've got enough pollen to buy any one of them. So what do they do? Every time I advance, I can purchase from any column regardless. Okay, that's pretty good, but yeah, I might take that. Anytime I buy a card, I can take anything. Explore, you also get an adjacent token, but that's not great now because most of them are gone. And research, when I research, I can retrieve a different... Every time I research, I can retrieve a worker. And get some income. That's not bad either, and it's worth 2 points. I'm thinking I'll go for that though, because that will make it much easier to get other tiles. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to play my 3, put that there. I'm going to buy that for 2 pollen. And, where are we? Right, and again, I want to put it there, because that'll complete the board. But I also want to put the carving there, so it's next to 2 farms. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to put it down here somewhere. Oh, well, it's got to be there or there, so it doesn't really matter. So I'll put it there, which gets me a pollen. And then if I can get 3 more buildings built, that is going to be 16 points. So, not impossible, it could happen. Alright, his turn, cool. And he has more than 0 yellows, so no. He doesn't have a 4, he's going to grow. So, look at the board. He's going to grow, which gets him 3 points. Because it's a 3. Alright, now. Oh, I should have done that. I could place the 3 down, but I forgot. But I don't know what I want to do with it. And I want to bring this back to make it a 4, so that I can buy that before he takes it. Because he very well might take it on the next turn. So I'm going to do that, yeah. So that becomes a 4, goes back to my board. I can trigger an income. I will take the pollen, maybe? Or do I want 2 points? Those are my options. I will take the pollen. Yeah, I'll take the pollen. Alright, his turn. Alright, he's looking at his yellows. He's got that, so he gets 2 points. He brings back his yellow. Okay, good. That means I can spend the 4 and get that carving I wanted. Good. Oh, wrong one. What am I looking at? That one. Right, so I'm going to spend my 4 to look at carvings. Put that there. And I want that one. The 3 honey, which I do have. 1, 2, 3. And then I don't actually care about that. I might want that later, but I don't care about that, definitely. I might want that later. But I'm going to come over... where's my board? Boom. No. There. I'm going to put it here, which gives me 3 converts, which maybe I probably won't use, but I've got them. The main reason I'm putting it there is 1, it fills in my board finally, so that's 8 points. And 2, it's next to 2 farms, so that's 8 points there. I just got 16 points for that. And I got 3 converts. So do I want to convert anything? Maybe. No, I don't think no, I can't. I got 3 converts though, actually. So no, I could convert one of them to honey, spend that to water, then one of them in a water to get a honey. But then I won't have 2 honey to buy the advancement. Maybe I work on... No, I'm not going to do that. Anything else I want to do? Not really. Any other... no, I think I'm... do I want... Maybe I do want to buy some... Yes, okay. I want to buy... Sorry, I'm getting excited. I want to convert that and that to a wax, which I've put there. I've got 2 wax. I've got nowhere else to store wax. There's no point in making more. But, okay, so the reason I'm doing that is I want to get that later, which will get me 2 frames. Yep, that's my plan. Alright. So, coming back to his stuff. My stuff. Alright, so his deck's empty, so shuffles it up. So I've got the 3 conversions, but I'm choosing not to use them because I don't really have any reason to. Alright. He is going to look at his yellows. He's got more than 1. Okay, so he's going to buy a carving. So looking at main board, he's bumping me out, which means I'm going to hibernate. I'll do that in a second. He is going to take, he's carving for 2. He's going to start at the bottom, and so he's going to take that one, which I didn't care about anyway, so that's actually good. I can still get that one later maybe, if I want it. Alright, so now I'm hibernating. So coming down to hibernation. Right. Do I want the wax? No, because there was a reason. I've got nowhere to put it. Yeah. So I have to throw it out and advance my Queen's track. But if I come over here, I can advance my Queen's track anyway. So I'm going to do that. And all the farms will reset. But the main reason, so I get the same effect for doing it, and I've got the majority here, so that's 3 points locked in there. So these are all resetting because of where I hibernated. 1, 2, 3. Alright, so I've done that. And now, hang on. Whose turn was that? That was his turn, wasn't it? Yes, now it's my turn. So I've got a 3. And I want to put it out so that it can upgrade so that I can... No, I don't really... I don't have the honey for that anyway. Alright, forget that. I want to come here. I want to grab this. The nucleus. Oh shit, I'll look at what the other ones do just in case. Trigger income on 2 adjacent. Well, where I'm putting it, there won't be any adjacent ones, so that's worthless. And up to 2. I can trade resources for points 5 times, which I don't really have either. So yeah, I definitely want that. Slide that over. And I can take from this row because I've got 6 total, which is enough, 3 or more. But that doesn't matter anyway because I've got the deputy. Yeah, because I've got the deputy that I bought earlier. So coming back to my board. Right, so I'm going to put it there or there. I will put it on, I don't really know. I'll take a fiber. They're kind of equally good at the moment. No, I want the fiber because I can buy farms with those. Right, and that lets me get 2 frames. That's what the nucleus actually does. So which one of these do I want is the question. That gives me a card. That gives me two Queen's Track points. That's a basic resource, and that is a wax when I build on them, which I may never do. I'll take this one. Because the card might end up being worth points. So I'm going to put that there. No, there. Because I want to build farms around this. Okay, and then I've got the option of I'm building 2 of them, remember? So there or there. Oh, well, that gives me more stuff, I guess. So I'll take that one. I'll put it there. And ideally, I won't have time to do it, but ideally, I'm going to surround this with farms. Alright, put those over there. They're kind of off screen now, but I'm not going to get any more probably, so that's fine. So that was my turn. I advanced. That's it. Yeah, his turn. $9:30 it is. Cool. Alright, right, so he's looking at his browns, greys. He's gonna carve. Okay, he's gonna take the one I maybe kind of wanted. He's gonna take it. Boom. And he's bumping himself out, which means he's gonna hibernate. And he just triggered the end game. Hibernation. Boom. Right. He takes that, which means we got 1 turn each. So I've got 1 more turn. And I've got no workers, so, okay. Where am I looking at? Board, there we go. Cool. Right. So knowing that, what do I want to do? I guess I want to build a farm. No, I can't. What am I thinking? I've got to bring this back. Okay. That comes to 4. Comes to 4. I can trigger one of my incomes, which is going to be the 2 points, because why would I take anything else? And damn, I would really have liked to build there because then that would be full. That would be worth 8 points, but oh. I really want to get my card planted as well, but it's only 5 points. But anyway, I've done that. His turn, his last turn, and that will be it. So, looking at his yellows, they're 2s, so he's going to advance. Go back to advance. Oh. He's going to put that there. 2 means he takes these 2. there's a bunch more for both of these piles, but in a 1 or 2 player game you don't need them all, so I don't bother putting them all out. So they are looking empty, but there's more. Cool, that's it. Now we can go to scoring. Alright, he's got 34 already. I've got 12 already, so that's... So we look at what he's got. Let's see. I'll put them there, you can see them. This is all stuff that he bought throughout the game. Alright, so looking at his player board, that tells me that these are worth 1 point each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are worth 2 points each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 8. 40 up to 48. These are worth 3 points each, so that's another 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these are worth 7 points each. 7, right? Yeah. So that's 21. So 1 plus 1, 20, 75. Alright. That's what the stuff he built was worth. He's got one coming over here. Got one of these, which is 3 points. 1, 2, 3. And then we look at the majorities on the hibernation. He didn't get any majorities, so he's got second here, so he gets 2 points for that. So that's it, he got 80 points, which I think I can beat. I think I'm doing that. So let's look at my stuff. Boom. Alright, looking at player aid. That tells you what everything's worth. Okay, filling hives and mats or frames. I filled my mat, I didn't fill the frame. So I do get 8 points for that. So 12 becomes 20. Buildings are built. Okay, so every building has a point, except for the other ones. Has a point level, point amount here on the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I get 9 for that. Alright, conditions on carvings. Alright, so that's worth 8 for every farm next to it. There's 2 of them, so I get 8 points for that. And this one is worth, I forgot to put that. 2 per farm I've got, so 1, 2, 3, 4, that's 8. 30, 45. And then that one is worth 3 for every hibernated worker I've got, which is 5, so that's another 15 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60. Boom. Looking at the hibernation. Yeah, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're worth 3 points each. What else do we need? Conditions on planted cards. I didn't do that. Position on the Queen's favourite track. Oh, maybe I didn't do so well. Looking at the main board. Great, it was there. That's another 1 point. Faction ability. Oh, 1, okay. Where are we? Yep. Every tile I built is worth 1 point. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's another 10 points. 61, 71. And then hibernation majorities. So 7 for that, and I got 3 for that, so that's another 10. Oh wow, okay. So playing on the easiest level, I got 80 points. So he got 80 points, I got 81 points. I won by 1 point. So that's it. That is Apiary. I got it. When did I get it? Not even a month ago, I think. So 3 weeks ago, maybe. But yeah, I like it a lot. Worker placement, worker bumping. The hibernation thing is cool. Trying to think what else there is to say. I don't know. It's a good game. Yeah, I played with the expansion because I'm not gonna take it out. It doesn't really add anything. It's just more cards, more tiles, more cards. All of these frames are different. In the original game, they're all the same. So that's a huge improvement. More factions, more player boards. What else? I think that's it. More stuff. No new game, what's the word? Mechanisms or concepts or anything. Just more stuff that you've already got. So it's definitely worth getting. That sounds like it's not, but it is. Anyway, cool. So that was Apiary. So now I'm gonna, thanks Red for watching and lurking and chatting. Now I'm going to do something else. Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to experiment with those sound effects, see if I can get them working after I pack all this up. Cool. So, I suppose I should rate somebody. Who is on? Let's have a look. Who is on? No. If I can remember how to raid. There we are. No raidable channels. It's got to be something. Board game. If I can spell board game. We've got Ghost of which I know is a Twilight Imperium reference. They are playing some kind of word game, maybe? I don't know. Who else is on? Roleplay Kitchen has a graphic on, I don't know what they're doing. Carton Space is playing something interesting. Railways of Atlantis. Now, Railways of the Lost Atlas micro game. That seems cool. I might go for them. They've got one viewer currently, so let's go raid them. That sounds good. Alright, start raid. We are waiting. Alright, cool. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting, Red. That was fun. I'm gonna play some No Man's Sky probably now, actually. Maybe now. Soon. Anyway, cool.